Hello and welcome or welcome back to Actually Let's Talk About It with me, your host Lily. And today, y'all, we're going to get into the DPR IAN and IU Shopper official music video DPR documentary from Dream Perfect Regime's official YouTube channel. Y'all, I just saw the IU Shopper music video, so it is going to be amazing to see the creative process that went into everything that we saw there. I just want to see how it's going to be presented here in this documentary because I am so excited to see that. So we're going to get straight into it. But before we do, we are going to have our moment of solidarity with all the indigenous peoples all around the world. And y'all, a lot has been going on in the world. Okay, like 2024 has been, we 5 months in. You know, we ain't even 180 days in, and this, so many things have been going on in this world. But as far as what is currently happening in Congo, in Palestine, in Sudan, in Tigray, in Yemen, in Lebanon, and Syria, always know that my channel, myself, my Patreon, it's always going to be standing in solidarity and striving for a free Congo, a free Palestine, a free Sudan, a free Tigray, a free Yemen, a free Lebanon, and a free Syria. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That'll never change. That's it. Done the research, heard the testimonials from the indigenous peoples, looked at the history for the last 4,000 years in these regions, and the conclusion will always be the same. Free them from their colonial oppressors, people that want to steal their land, their resources, and want to try to eradicate their culture and their people, because it can't be allowed to stand in 2024. We've seen history try to do this, especially in the last 600 years. We've seen it. And we need to make sure that it is stopped, that the occupation is expelled, that the people who are stealing resources from the Congo for tech are blocked, that the tech companies have to pay reparations and restoration for ruining the water of the Congolese people, for displacing the people, for messing with the health of the region. They gotta pay for that. So yeah, y'all, we gotta make sure that our advocacy isn't a colonizer mindset advocacy, that we're decolonizing our mind and seeing the world as indigenous people see it, which is the way we should always be viewing it. And that's it, and that's all. And so we're going to do our patron shout-outs. The first patron shout-out will go out to Genoviva. The second patron shout-out will go out to Clover Me. The third patron shout-out will go out to Shayaka. And the fourth and final patron shout-out will go out to Red Clouds. Y'all, thank y'all so much for your support on the Patreon. It really does mean the world to me. And also a big ups to the lovely subscribers on YouTube. Y'all, I see your comments. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. And y'all, I'm going to be replying to your comments soon. It's just, if I don't got nothing to say to add to the conversation, I tend to not. But I'm going to try to see if I can add a little 2 cents, a little something in response in terms of the replies. But yes, y'all, we are going to get straight into this DPR documentary and just see what DPR IAN was going through in terms of the creative process to get here, this IU Shopper music video. In November 2023, DPR IAN was asked to be the director of IU's title track, Shopper. After listening to the track, IAN had an ambitious idea to develop a mini-movie-style music video. Whoa, okay. What would follow would be weeks of brainstorming and ideation until it finally came time to share the final storyline to IU and her team. Ooh. I love it. So he had been planning it for 2 months at this point.
일단은 이 마트가 그 사람들의 욕망을 채워주는 마트고요. 등장하시는 아유 씨는 여기 주인이 아니라 뭔가 신 같은 느낌이 있어요. 저는 이제 나비가 어쨌든 오래 살지 못하잖아요. 근데 자유로움을 잠깐 즐길 수 있는 그 순간인데 영원하진 않다. 브리지 부분에 퉁 그리고 맨 마지막 퉁이 이제 치는 거죠. 근데 그걸 쳤을 때 거기서 이제 어쨌든 나오는 저희 그걸 VFX로 어쨌든 제일 화려하게 뭔가가 나오니까
되게 이한 씨의 그런 변화를 갖는 것도 지켜보는 재미가 있을 것 같아요.
아 좋습니다. 저는 그냥 흘러가려고 했는데 좋습니다. 네네네. 알겠습니다. 감사합니다.
안녕하세요.
Okay, what to say? Now that the idea was shared with IU and her team, the next step for Ian would be planning the shoot. There were growing concerns of whether it was even possible to shoot the music video within 2 days of filming. 2 days, y'all. It can be done, but that's tight. That's a tight schedule.
In that case, the fireworks things will be right in front of it, or just in the middle of the street side?
I think like this, so it should be in front of it.
In front of
So
it.
I'm guessing, yeah, the
Or
area
around
around.
both places.
Yeah, I heard the third and the fourth is there might be a chance of showers. Right. Oh.
I know, I heard. So you want like super complicated and like massive?
Yeah. It's something very stimulating. But yeah, I'm just wondering what we possibly might have. We have certain problems. A little worried because of the time that we have to take for setting up and all that, and how practical it is. But even if we get 70% of this, I think it would be a success. Yeah, I do kind of want it to be a little bit more special. I just imagine the beginning scenes are where she's placing the item, but it's not quite lit up. It's more like opening time. So it's kind of like when the lights are kind of half turned on and
That's like
so it's kind of almost, I wouldn't say spotlighted, but you know, I think that would look somewhat cool.
Okay, he genius. He had a vision, a plan, and a purpose.
Cars should be parked around here, so you're facing it. If anything, you're going to get maybe from this way, but I do kind of want this always in the background. This is kind of where it's going to be a lot of the people fighting in. And one of those people could be me, I think. So John, walk in and understand that.
A lot of those people could be me. I love it.
So you can put all the way down. Okay, so nothing's happening. Alright, good.
Do you want something to happen?
No, I'm good. I want to fill a little bit of negative space.
Wait, what? Hold on. With only one night until the shoot day, Ian holds one last meeting with the wider team to go over all the details of the music video.
Especially
Okay.
with some of the scenes where it kind of blows up on the book, I think we have to decorate that with some type of VFX. So I think we have a really small time frame, window frame. Yeah, I think we just really have to just bust it out. So we can just go straight into shooting without meaning items, the extras, the bidding, and we'll get a feel for it. A little warm up. All we have to do, put her into the thing. It's already a party that started, you know. So
this one, we're gonna make a movie. We're gonna try shooting a movie in 2 days. This is practically.
I'm so excited.
Practically unheard of, you know.
So this is the amphitheater. This is from the left. So we're going to be across the street. It's going to be busy. There's going to be a lot of cars going left and right. I want to get a lot of like the LED lights. So it kind of looks very like Broadway.
Mm.
And we're going to have like these columns situated, kind of people waiting in line like you'll do if you're ever going to a club. Just, you know, this is where kind of the musical aspect comes from. Just points at the bike and then switch pans again. Then we have these convenient bikes because the car's broken. Just then the firework appears. And what can I help you? And I'll want a little VFX where he just does this and then butterflies come back, kind of like Insanity. I do want to pay a little bit of homage to Insanity.
Okay. Wow.
Timeline, and efficiency. How to maximize the best shot in the littlest possible amount of time, given all things could go wrong. I've learned that the hard way, the only way. So yeah, and yet again, I'm sure there's going to be some type of hurdle that, we've already had one hurdle. We've just been notified the location at the desert is not going to work because it had rained and it's become a marsh pit. Apparently they sent out a scout today and the shoot's tomorrow, so fingers crossed, hopefully make that work. But I'm sure it's going to work, it always does. But I don't have time to think about that right now. I have to think about this scene right now at the auction. We have about 20 to 30 people coming in from all corners of the earth to get these special items, to bid for these special items. what possibly could make it that special? I guess we'll have to find out.
I
And of
love
course,
it.
in the lovely and one and only IU, I think she's getting ready. Well, while she's getting ready, obviously I'm going to try busting out as many things I can with the insert, so when she comes, all we have to do is just place her in and off we go. Shoot.
That's good.
Well, that's what I hope anyway. Nice accent. Yeah, what we can get
That's what I'm hoping.
yeah, the intensity of the acting. 하고 이거도 안 보이는데 일어서서 이거 뭐 옆에 보고 하고 이제 가방 메고 살짝 나가시. 발광을 워낙 잘하시니까 이걸 그냥 한 번에 했어야 되는 거죠. Alright, cool. Security, get that lady in the yes. Keep it moving. Don't let that camera down. Action.
Oh, they're good.
Off we go. That's the last shot. And we're done. On to the next.
On to the next.
Success does a success. Like a movie right now.
I love it.
Just got here. We're a little delayed, but we're technically swapping out all the items in one of the aisles, changing the tiles, adding a lot of color. I was originally going to take out all the T5s at the top, but due to time constraints, I think it's going to be almost impossible to do that. And, you know, I'm not going to take that risk. So we're going to keep the lights on, make it look like a mark. You know, while we're at it, maybe have a few jellies here and there, you know, because it's a mark. More paid for, by the way.
So what's challenging about this particular location is because we have to shoot after hours, so we have to deal with all this fluorescent lighting, and so we don't really have much control over that. And in most cases with lighting, you want to have as much control as you can. So that's the complication we're kind of running into,
Okay.
but we're making it
Yeah,
work.
because it does default.
This is parading, and we're going to get to that point, and y'all are just going to be like, you know, just kind of like you're buying it. So taking it, and you're just kind of going through the captures and stuff. 아이씨는 그냥 여기서 딱 포즈 잡다가 짱 하고 샷 이거 딱 벌리면 돼요. 그럼 끝나요.
This is our mojito. This is our last shot of the night. This is our last shot. Let's get it.
I love it. Okay. I knew he was somebody important. He's I think it's the assistant director, AD. I think. I love his vibe. I really do. Niall. I'm not sure if it's Niall. No. Either way,
Yeah.
I love his vibe. This dog.
I missed you too.
I love it.
I gotta use my arm. We pulled off like something that's not meant to be quite literal and possible. Like it's not meant to be like, oh yeah, everyone does this on a daily basis. It's not that, you know. Jay was like pushed to the edge. I pushed Scott to the edge today. Jose, like everyone was seriously on edge today, but they broke out of it. You know, if you weren't there, you would never have known. Like this is the best it could be, like quite literally. Given the conditions, the issues, it's so amazing that we pulled it to this extent. Did I
That is
expect
good.
it to come out like this? Half yes and half no. Half yes because it's like I knew there was going to be something. I didn't think we were going to flop it, but I didn't know we would push it to this extent. Because there was a factor of I don't know what their team might think. I don't know what IU might be like. No, I think we were pretty fast. We're really fast given the time frame. At a certain point, I'm like, are we overwhelming her? Because, you know, she's like, she's going, you know, and she does it. She kills it all the time.
Yeah,
which is why I never stop to think, like, are we just overwhelming her so much right now?
Mhm.
No, but she was like, no, this is my style. And I'm like, oh, yeah, we're on the same page.
Wait, let me see. Although there was a sense of relief after completing day 1, the team was going to have to push even harder for day 2 to overcome the challenge of filming in the desert. Yeah, I feel that. There's so many outside factors. It's not so much that you're thinking of what could go wrong, it's you're just thinking of all the scenarios where the vision that you have might not align with the reality, where the expectation that you have, I should say, does not match the reality of what you're going to have to work with. So I'm like, I feel this man, I feel DPR IAN on a spiritual level on this. Okay, but also not me being kind of glued to the AD since he first came on the screen at the beginning of the video. Okay, I mean, like I said, my vibe. Love his vibe, period. Okay, so something alluring about that man. Okay, can't take my eyes off of him. The AD. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But I'm like, yeah. Anyway, but I'm like, I'm loving that he's showing also the fact that he's a team. He has his people. IU is a team with her people as well. And they confer with one another to make sure that the vision is matching what she wants to do for the music video as well. in addition to what he wanted and planned for the music video as a director. That is really important to note as well. Just the communication and the camaraderie of that. But this man is running. Come on now.
So so it's like a fixed frame. Car just enters, and then we get like a tight. And I'm like, maybe from the front, just take this telescope out, like that, and it cuts like that. Next shot, I'm pushing it with this off. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's how we're gonna do it.
Do you honestly think you can push the car?
Is this neutral?
It's neutral.
Right.
밀리네.
It's not gonna stop me, but I have to.
He said it's not gonna stop me.
Oh, look at this. Look at this guy, can't even push a car. 가방에서 꺼내서 보고 받고 저쪽이라고 그냥 말하시면 그때 제가 이거 벗고 컷하면 이제
I love how the safety measures are in place here. They're not playing about that safety because they're filming on a road. They're filming near a road. So you just gotta be extra careful.
Right there, guys. Action on you! Action!
What am I doing? I'm selling fireworks.
I love this
more
video.
exciting than that. What I got? Come on. Sparklers, lollipops. Oh, you betcha.
I'm done.
That's perfect, man. I love that. You can just have your head come out first, and then that's
I love it. He is such a vibe. This man understood the assignment, and I love that for him. If he got kids or grandkids, I know they probably flipping out. Okay, that their dad is literally in a music video, or their granddad is in a music video like this with IU and DPR IAN. Like, this is a big deal.
Good work. Shark. Trying to roll. Yeah, we're done. I caught that right on time. Yeah. No, the last shots too were really good.
So let's make sure he sees everything. Confirm.
일단 지금 뮤직비디오 마지막 현장이긴 하고 여기에 그 이제 아이유님이 본인의 욕망인 말미잘을 딱 터치하고 거기서 터져나오고 파티씬을 하는 어떻게 보면 엔딩 장면이고 실제 뮤직비디오에도 엔딩 장면이지만 저희 촬영에서도 엔딩 장면이어서 뭐 거의 이틀 촬영의 마지막이 다 왔다고 생각을 하긴 합니다. 근데 제일 중요한 장면이어서 마지막까지 지금 다들 추운데 고생하셨어요.
Oh, so he was behind the camera doing the confetti too? I love this man.
It's gonna feel like a whole film. So this one's gonna be, I think one of the best ones. Kaka! It's a wrap! 고생했습니다!
I love it.
Shout out to this whole group. We couldn't do it without you guys these past 2 days. Right? I just want to say thank you guys so much for coming out. This has been such an amazing
He making sure.
너무 감사하고요.
Is he on a platform?
She's such an amazing star. You guys have been such an amazing team. We couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you all so much.
I love how they're so serious about the safety of everybody, making sure, because I think Ian is standing on something. They're making sure he ain't gonna get injured as he gets down. They're not playing now.
We thought this would fall through. Bro, man, I don't know how we did. We always do.
Is he
We always do.
cold? Okay, it says the second day shoot for Shopper was finally over as Ian edits the videos he directs. This was considered the 40% mark until completion. Before diving into the editing process, Ian makes a quick trip to Milan to cater to some artist duties.
Around
Oh, that's right.
p.m., we're just starting our day. This is how we do things DPR. That we're headed to Ian's house. 2 days of him going to Milan. Now back in action. Now we're heading over there to get some feedback.
I think for this one we could lighten it up a little bit. Yeah, lighten it up a bit more. For this one we've got to take out the reds a little bit. Yeah, because my eyes are like kind of red outlined.
Focus on like getting the smoke and stuff. Those are the point of focus.
If you have a moon, I mean, give that a shot.
Right, okay.
Alright, easy.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
What? I love it.
Alright. We need the screen sounds. Must be in the background, so it's a little bit muffled. I think in the beginning I want this to be like a narration.
Dang.
I guess in the narration I want to give a little bit more context into what is about to happen, but not too vaguely. Sometimes special glow to this. Like for example, she's like a little bit of a fairy, or like I could say a goddess. Would you have believed it if I ever told you that once was a shot?
I mean, he has to add his own music to it too.
Of course, it had extraordinary powers. Would you have believed it if I ever told you?
His editing's on a whole nother level. I aspire to be that level. Because, yet there.
I know Glockenspiel.
Not like
I've never
that.
actually played a Glockenspiel before, funny.
Except when I'm doing album reactions, that's the only time when the editing looks like that, like what he has on his computer. But not even quite. But sometimes, yeah.
Harry Potter?
My God.
So maybe we just have a little bit more. That would only unlock to their rightful owners. They say the items have powers that would only unlock to their rightful owners. Right, understood. There's gotta be something.
Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. That is wonderful. I love that. I love that. I did not know that it had been 6 years since he had done a project outside it, that DPR IAN and DPR Visuals had done a project outside of their own Dream Perfect regime. That is a long time, and the way that they executed it so perfectly, you could tell how much work, because since November of 2023 to January 1st, that is a lot of time and preparation. So the fact that they got this together in 2 months or less, they filmed it within 2 days, and then edited it. That is such a big deal for how much they've accomplished with that video, and how they kept true to her aesthetic, her concept, and the vibe of her overall song and herself without compromising anything in such a time. Like, their hard work and dedication and everybody involved, it really culminated into something really great, because that was good. That was good. I'm like, when you got really good people around you, this is the product of that. When you have the best people around you, this is the product of it, because that's what it's giving. When you have the best people in your camp, this is the kind of things, the impossible things become possible. I'm like, because the way it was looking a little bit, day 1 and day 2, they shouldn't have been able to do as much as they did and continue to hone in on the vision that way without some of the challenges that they were facing, but they still pulled through. Because, yes, like I said, when you have the best people in your camp, these are the kind of results you get. I will be proud. I will be so proud. That's it. And that's all. But yeah, y'all, that is my reaction to the TPR documentary for DPR IAN and IU Shopper official music video. It was great. It was fantastic. I don't think nothing else needs to be said, though, other than what was already said in the documentary. But if y'all stayed all the way to the end of the video, I do want to thank you so much for watching. And if you are watching this video on YouTube and you're a subscriber on the channel, thank you so much again for being a subscriber. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you have yet to subscribe to the channel, do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you'd like to support the channel further. And also, last but definitely not least, thank you so much to the lovely patrons on Patreon. Y'all, your support is so very much appreciated. And I will see y'all in the next reaction relatively soon. But until then, y'all, bye.